Hey, folks, glad you guys have stuck with us so far. It's been an entertaining tournament. This is the best of three finals presented by Detonate GT. Right now, we've got Spitfire versus Burly Men. Spitfire took game one pretty handily with a bruiser composition. See what they decide to do in game two right now.
I mean, you've got to expect Burly Men to know what's coming this time around. I mean, one of the big things that Spitfire really got off that time around was the Odin, which just got banned out, was actually incredibly key. Got them so many early advantages, was one of the key parts of these actually early invades and early kills. And Spitfire just had a team composition that if they ever got ahead, they would run off with it. But if they ever got behind, it would just
It
be
was kind of dangerous, yeah.
it'd be a very long, long fall down if they ever lost like anything at all.
Well, I guess they felt like the Odin was a big issue right there, so they're Odin this time. Go first, pick Kepri. Hans hovering over the sun or the that's old sun. The Hoonbots is going to be locked in, and along with Zing 10 instantly. So Spitfire not even holding back with any thoughts. They're like, give me Hoonbots, give me Zing 10.
I mean, they knew exactly what they wanted here, and already they're off to a great team fighting composition off the start as well. Kepri taken by the Burly Men, so they've got some responses here. But Giannis and Rom hovered on and taken away this time around. Rom still being hovered, but Giannis, that's going to be huge for Sir White Goodman, I'd say.
Yeah, Giannis is just so good of a character, honestly. Fight in general, the rotations, the damage, the portals, just everything, the spacing that he provides in game. I'm just looking at this team going Zing 10. Like if he grabs two or three people, he throws them back. I mean, that's just going to be DC that they have to go back into, and then they're going to be Moonbots ulted, and it's going to be insane. That could be pretty. That could be pretty ridiculous.
It's going to be absolutely disgusting, especially when you combine Neat into the picture. If they actually lock this in, a weave put down right into a Spirit Arrow detonation. That is essentially good game team fight right off the bat if they combo that AoE together, especially since Spitfire taking Thor off the table as well for that jungle pickup. So none of that quasi-global pressure going to be added to the side of Burly Man this time around, unless they want to look into an Apollo pickup for their ADC.
The Neath pickup right here is going to be a little interesting as they might try to go ahead and just might take advantage of solo lane with Neath. This just looks like if Zing 10 he might go into the solo lane. Saw him in the SPL today. I believe it was on the E. Dimmy picked him up. So it's something interesting. We have it normal. But with a game to give, Spitfire is going with the Kukulkan right now. So they're whew,
I mean, let's think
they're
back
playing
a
it.
bit. Kakoken has been played in the past by Pomponius, I believe. And Pomponius is a very proficient mid laner. So, I mean, we've seen that Kakoken, given our situations, given the right team comp, and this is a team comp that can hold people in place quite effectively. Kakoken can be a real terror if you're locked down in one place, especially if you're all lined up for a free ultimate from him. So, combined with Jiang Tian, I think this is actually a really good combo here for Spitfire.
Yeah, it should
But
be
I might
really
be
well. Yeah.
biased since I like Kakoken quite a bit.
Kukulkan is a fun god. He's just I don't know. I've always
He's
felt
hard
like
to fit in a lot of
yeah,
situations.
he's hard to fit. Like the team has to be built around him now. But like you said, with setups of a Neef stun for an ultimate, Neef roots right there, Jing 10 roots, ultimates coming out from Loki right there. I mean, you have a lot of things going the way we've seen with this. Shadow Nightmare has been one of the gods that he players that's played this character a lot. Vulcan, and he's done really well with them. Kepri gonna be on the other side. Now this time, Burly Men going with their namesakes. They're gonna be a little bit more tankier. The Giannis is the only one that's gonna squish along with the Rama right there. But hey, what are you gonna complain when you got three bruisers pretty much Fenrir, Sobek, and Kepri?
And they've got an actual composition behind them to back it up, so they're not going to suffer from the same major issues the Spitfire Bruiser comp would have suffered from. That said, they're also not going to get a lot of the same strengths, but they're still going to be a very, very rough front line to punch through in a team fight, especially when you throw a Kepri into the mix who can actually very, very easily protect the back line without even having to be there.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I mean, Neath Ultimate just in general though is gonna be a big turn. That's just something that can cause. I mean, Sir White Goodman can be in trouble in mid. Rama. I mean, anybody at any lane could be in trouble with this. Especially Raw this time going to be running the Sobek, so CC immune during that ult the whole entire time. So if he sees a Neath ultimate on his way, he should just be able to ult and hopefully Peter or Crocodile his way out of it. I don't know. I was trying to make a leave that up.
I'll teach you my ways
You
eventually.
gotta
Either
teach the
way,
puns. I gotta learn the pun 101s here.
you gotta learn to spitfire.
Yo, there it is. All right. We had 120 seconds until the match starts, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a couple minutes to get into this game. We'll bring you this best of 3 finals. Game 2, Burly Men versus Spitfire, coming on up right in a couple minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Back into the finals of Friday Night Smite. As I said, Burly Men versus Spitfire. You already know the team. You already know the players on this roster. We're not going to bother introducing anybody right now. We have some fireworks getting popped out. We're just going to really look at the game in general as a 5-man grouping coming out. Boys in red might be looking for the cheeky invade again.
I mean, they could be looking for it again. Bruh, actually not going to stop them, and bruh, this might be the beginning for him again. As they actually walk in, they look for somebody, and they might wait around the corner. Bruh, going to spot them this time around as they lurk around, dropping their ward still, but now they're actually rotating between the towers towards the red buff. Puckham, you need to escape now. He has to see this one coming, but he's still standing there.
Oh, he was just jumping. He was jumping, going, oh no, I don't want to be here. Unstable Vortex is not going to connect on anything. 20 seconds to go. No really harm done right there. Man, it should regenerate. It's just a little bit of fun. We're not scared to do this invade again concept. Really, they probably...
At the same time, they actually got a nice thing out of this. They have a lot of vision control already off the bat. They're going to know where all the early rotations come from. They'll see the junglers no matter where they come from, and depending on how Spitfire use this, they're actually going to have some incredible early game control if they actually use these wards effectively.
I mean, they should obviously use the wards pretty effectively. Imagine they're really in good spots right there by the RPs. Gonna be able to see these rotations. Might give them the advantage at either the mid RB fight, so we could see an easy kill at level 1. But they do have a Fenrir on the side of Burly Men, and Fenrir is one of the kings of early kills.
Yeah, he's one of the kings of early skills, especially if you get those runes. And, well,
Oh,
the Mollusk
invade.
and Crazy Toaster, they want this one. They're going straight for Bruh right here. And Bruh, he's in a rough patch right now. They're actually using the minions to body block effectively, but Goddess Smite going for the fight. He's got the AoE, and this could turn sour. He has no stun to Crazy Toaster, and it looks like they're so low. The Mollusk just barely escaping, actually, and they're going to turn this fight back on its head on the side of the Burly men. This has to be a full-blown retreat from Spitfire. Leap falling short, but he could be in range of the Brutalize. He goes for it. The portal not quite connecting, though, as, well, unfortunately, Crazy Toaster is going to get out safe and sound, but he's a Loki. He has to play it so safe, and God of Smite, he's got the tower deck potential.
Pluck is available,
with the way this works, we're going back to the old meta, boys. Junglers and the Soul Laners together.
Oh, he didn't get Pluck. He just got sick. He got his tail whip instead. Not surprised. If we got Pluck, might have been able to secure that. But level 2 on the side of Blue really gives him advantage. Oleg's going to try to stop and get the speed buff. This is a bad situation. He doesn't have a jump available, and he will use it to get over there. But this time around, a little bit of a different situation as the invade fails. And that's going to go ahead and put them a little bit behind right now. Crazy Toaster is going to get plucked in there. Brutalize going to connect. Invis is going to get rid of it. Nice use of.
Yeah, I don't really like the whole invade concept with this team comp, and especially this lane concept that Spitfire had versus Burlyman's lane here. God of Smite is just going to be too strong on that Fenrir early game. Same thing for Bruh. They've got way too much kill potential on the enemy's solo lane to really risk it. At the same time, there's a huge kill potential in the mid lane right now. Mollusk almost found the fight, but God of Smite over the top with a literal RKO out of nowhere with that Fenrir leap. God of Smite secures first blood, and it looks like Deadly Midget can't secure any follow-up here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about right there. That's the danger of the Fenrir. He just does so much damage so early, brutalize and jump in there. And F6 surrender vote. Someone's not happy they died. That's that, like, get me out of this game. I just got brutalized. I'm angry at Fenrir. That's the I'm angry at Fenrir F6. No F6 gonna happen again in 2 minutes.
I mean,
yeah.
normally it's the F6 key that the other player breaks. The 3 key the Fenrir breaks. So Fenrir definitely responsible for breaking a lot of keyboards here.
Yeah, it can be a pain in the butt to deal with right now as, Puckham over here taking a lot of damage from Type. He's running the Sing 10 in the duo lane. Kind of forgot to mention that this is one of the few times we've seen support. SPL, obviously, they put him in the solo lane. So, other than maybe out of your casual pub games and a couple of ranked games, I think he just got available. So, really, this is probably one of the true first supporting.
This is the first week he's been available and competitive, honestly. Outside of EGL, I believe, but I'm not really sure when they enabled him either, so I don't really know specifics on that one.
Well, a god that, again, people might not be too familiar with might be a reason for, the advantage. Thing 10 can't be a force to be reckoned with. A lot of that ultimate is just annoying to deal with. It just spins around and just brings you to a place you can't. So right now, the pressure, though, is on Burlyman's side. Just small gold lead. Nothing really going on. A couple hundred gold. Experience difference is really nonchalant right now. Both teams just farming up. First blood going down the way of the Hoombots. I don't think did he go? I didn't see if he went red pot or not. Might have been an issue if he did, but
I don't believe he did. I'm not sure though.
We're over here gonna get his blue buff. Got a Smite gonna hold. He can get all the creep he can. Crazy Toaster again though. Once that Loki hits level, what is it around? Once he gets decoy out, actually putting 2 points into aim strike. He's only put 1 point into decoy, surprisingly. Looking to do a little bit more fighting maybe than clearing at this point.
I think it's about 8 or 9 to really start to take off completely. I'm not sure what it is entirely here, but Crazy Toaster taking a bit of a chunk of damage from Bruh this time around, and really, this game so far has been Bruh's revenge, it seems, as he's absolutely manhandling Crazy Toaster right now. He's actually maybe about to get another kill here, but he's going to force the full disengage here. Crazy Toaster actually buying time away from his wave, but Bruh just going to heal up with that sickening strike quite easily here, and Crazy Toaster so low on health. Bruh just going to out-sustain him and constantly bully him whenever he wants to walk forward for this wave. This is going to be a really tough lane until Loki could one-shot that wave with decoy.
He's not leveling decoy. He's leveling aim strike. Like I'm hovering over him. He's leveling his 3. He's leveling his aim strike, not leveling decoy. So a little bit of a different strategy than you see from most Lokis. Most Lokis are known for just throwing out decoy, leaving wave, and then trying to gank mid lane or find a pick someplace. Like that's what they normally want to do. But it looks like Crazy Toaster looks tight. That as the engagement's going to be over there by the blue buff this time around, and We're going to try to take off Loki's blue buff one more time, but here comes the Mollusk, and he does have an ultimate available.
And Deadly Midget, too. Deadly Midget going to find the slow on the God of Smite as Neath, raining an ultimate from behind. So Cannonball will connect on the Bra right now as Typhlosion flies on in. Does he have the ultimate is the question. He doesn't want to pop it, it seems, but they have secured the blue buff for Spitfire right now. So Burly Men going to be backing away from this one. Surprisingly, like you said, the gold and the experience leads aren't too massive right now for either side. I mean, there is a pretty solid level lead in favor of Bruh over Crazy Toaster, and Crazy Toaster's having a very, very rough time again, and like I said, Bruh's revenge this entire game, he's been putting Crazy Toaster on the back foot constantly. They're gonna look to do it again here. There's a 4-man rotation coming through from the Burly Men, but not going to find anything as they're already too close to the tower on the side of Spitfire.
I just don't feel like it's the right thing to level the aim. You're trying to poke out a Sobek that has a heal. Like, we're I don't understand what that. Yeah, I don't understand that matchup idea. Your decoy is not going to do enough. Like, here's the fight right now. We just watched Aim Strike do almost no damage. Raw actually dashes into tower, takes a tower shot. That does more damage than Aim Strike has the whole entire game right now. Realistically, Loki needs to just be concentrating on getting that farm onto the wave because went boots, so he's not even rushing the Transcendence.
Oh, that might have been what he did it for, actually. He finds a great ultimate onto Brock right there. Mollusk joining the party here, but so is Giannis and friends. Mollusk dives to tower here. Fear No Evil will secure the kill, but the tower could just do the same. Puckham coming from the side. We're going to see the Unstable Vortex not be fired off as God of Smite secures the kill here. Loki out the back as Crazy Toaster going to escape this time, but not for long. Ragnarok going to take him down as God of Smite takes up a double there. It was a worthy attempt there with the leveled up aim strike, but is it enough here? Is Puckham gonna get dragged away here? Will use his own ult.
A little early on the ult. He did. Oh, he still got it, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine, but he's in a bad spot.
He's
not
still,
gonna matter too much. Yeah, he's still dead here, and there should be a kill going over to Deadly Midget right there, and he'll scale up quite nicely with those kills.
Yeah, Ultimate was what seemed to be a little early as the damage burst wasn't there, but they still decided to burst him down knowing that he's in a bad spot. That's the thing about Khepri Ultimate. You know where he's going to be. He ends up dying. It's like, still kill him. So yeah, sometimes burning him down is the easiest way to go about it. But Bra ends up falling that one time to the bot's Ultimate. Got under tower forward. I mean, he was a little bit too far up, maybe not respecting the damage. Again, the ultimate did come out from Loki, like you said, and Aim Strike did do what it was supposed to do, but on the left-hand side, the Mollusk able to go ahead and get the gank on Mama.
Yeah, a great gank there from the Mollusk as well, getting him up to a nice start here. And if the aim shot, if he doesn't fall too far behind as punishment for not leveling his decoy, I can definitely understand the Aim Strike here, but really, outside of his ultimate and a gank from Hoonbot as well, he's not going to have too much kill pressure, and especially even less here as Sobek, Bruh, starts to get a few extra tanky items online here. He's got the pen boots on right now, but starting to build into that mail right there. So soon enough, he'll have some extra CDR, some extra armor, and Bruh's going to be a hard target to knock down here. Actually goes for God of Smite right here, but Bruh's got the ultimate here. Crazy Toaster might have just overplayed his hand right here, but he does pull out 2 ultimates for 1 right there, using his own assassinate to escape. But God of Smite and Bruh losing Lurking in the Waters and Ragnarok as well.
Boombots is going to rotate over knowing that that's down. The pings are coming out. I guess they do have this recognized right here. That's going to have to be careful. Crazy Toaster is still here fighting it out. I mean, again, Decoy only rank 1 still. He's putting points into Invis and Aim Strike, so he is not concerned about Decoy at all. He's looking to fight, and got to respect the man that wants to fight.
Yeah, the thing is, Burly Men have to be punishing for this. Is if he comes out decent enough in lane, he's going to be a huge threat coming into these mid-game fights, especially since he has a Loki. He's going to be able to get into these fights. He's going to be able to rotate, and soon enough, he'll be able to teleport to them as well. So, if he's not punished for not leveling that decoy and not clearing out the wave, he's going to get the
3-man Jing 10 ultimate. The dream. The ultimate comes out from Kukulkan. Mollusk goes down. He gets the ultimate on there. Oh my gosh, the dream. I just
missed that. That was incredible.
Zing 10 comes in, ults in 3. Oh, God of Smite gonna get knocked out by. Oh, Zing blinks in. They're trying to catch him, but not gonna happen. Zing 10 pulls in 3 right there with the ultimate. Comes in, Kukulkan just lines up. The Spirit of the 9 wins, gets it down to level, and then there goes the Mollusk, able to throw down Fear No Evil, cleans up 2 out of the 3 kills, and wow, that's gonna be mid-tower falling right there.
What an incredible play out of Spitfire right there. I gotta agree with you, that is definitely the dream combo they're going for here, and the story is not the solo lane here. They don't really care. Loki can do his own thing. This is the Jin Kukulkan show, it seems, and the Mollusk as well for being that guest star with the Fear No Evil this time around. Sometime Brock going to fight with Crazy Toaster here, but that's going to go about how we'd expect it to right now, especially with reinforcements on the way, but if that combo happens again, Burly men have to be on the lookout for these.
Oh,
We've
backflips
gotta
down
be
for
seeing
turnip.
reads.
Yeah, backflips down for turnip right there. He just used it to get out of. Oh, it's came back up though in time. Does he have enough for the Spirit Arrow? Slow's gonna be. Oh, the threshold. Oh, he's so slow.
Yeah, the knockup wasn't good enough though. He was way too slow from Sir White Goodman there. Although Typhlosion did show, it wasn't soon enough, unfortunately. We've seen another Kokoken Cup Ultimate coming out. God of Smite, he's one shot. The minions actually saving Deadly Midget's life right there. And, well, Deadly Midget gets a kill despite how close it was.
Yeah, Deadly Midget escaping with his life, just barely able to hang on. Only a couple HP remaining. Crazy Toaster is in a bad situation, pretty much down 15% HP at this moment in time, so he's going to have to back. And wouldn't be surprised if he elects into a teleport at this time, but this is I don't see this build coming out of Loki's a lot of the times. This looks like he's going to skip trans and go into the Jotuns. So he's going power boots into the Jotuns more than likely here. Do some damage, and this is going to be interesting as the Neathol comes out on top of Puckham. This might be Hear No Evil is going to be available, but Puckham is just going to fight through it. The monkey has to bounce out of there. Rama's going to try to fight him on the back end, and he'll connect that. Ace of Pilots on point right there with the shots, and Puckham's going to revive himself. Giannis going through portals right now, trying to be the magician that he is, and Puckham finds Deadly Midget for one. The roll for Deadly Assault, crippling assaults. Oh, this tight might go down here.
Yeah, Typhlosion in a rough spot here. White Goodman found his way out. The assault is good, but he doesn't have nearly enough escape, nearly enough damage. He's going to fall here, but Crazy Toaster, he's going to find White Goodman, who rotated alone. Big mistake versus Loki as Crazy Toaster picks up a return kill for Spitfire here, but Burly men, they've claimed the advantage back again as Crazy Toaster. He might have come a bit too far out. He's got plenty of escape here as Fenrir looking for the Ragnarok, but Crazy Toaster already stealthed away. Turnip playing him away at an arm's length here, but Ace of Pilots going to actually stay alive as Bruss secures the kill there. Turnip needs to back away from this one, so that's going to be an escape here, but unfortunately Crazy Toaster went a bit too crazy there.
Yeah, he was able to get one kill on the Giannis. That was about it, but then he went a little bit too ham, trying to pick up Ace of Pilots, who was pretty low. Ragnarok was forced out and made God of Smite look a little bit silly trying to bite at an invisible Loki. I mean, it's funny on our end because we can see where the Loki is and how close he actually was to him, but Ragnarok, God of Smite has to be like, where was this Loki at? And just frustrated that he couldn't secure it. But right now, the Mollusk is in between a couple of bad spots, but he'll actually just walk out fine, surprisingly.
Walk out fine and dandy here. So, Spitfire trying to fire back as best they could, but, Burly men ended up backfiring it right in the direction. Fear No Evil actually popped for the Mollusk in the mid lane, but Sir White Goodman has a portal out, and, that's doing science portals, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, right now, again, this game is very, very even. Sir White Goodman able to get out of that. No one wants to deal with the root and the combination that Ding 10 can bring out there. Clearing the wave in mid. Mid tower is gone, so that's going to be a little bit of pressure on the left-hand side. We do have the monkey back over here in the left. Ultimate is used by Puckham one more time on top of himself. We've seen him ult himself like 3 times. Oh, the snipe should be good. Misses 1. Misses 2. Oh, is he going to be able to hit it? He misses 3 snipes. The monkey's still available. Sir White Goodman has to secure it, but that forces out Type to go ahead and get that one. Rama's in a bad spot. Here comes the ultimate out of Zing. Beads not used, but Ace of Pilot's going to be find himself in a tornado and in a bad spot. That if Neath had some more health, I would say Gold Fury, but not necessarily the situation that you desire. ADC a little bit too low.
ADC a little bit too low, and that fight was almost a great one for Burly men. They got a great pick to open things up, but then, unfortunately, Ace of Pilots, he'd been on point all game. We can forgive this one, but unfortunately, he missed the one shot that was the most critical one of the entire game at this point. And unfortunately, his team suffered for it right there. They had to overcommit for that kill, and unfortunately, Spitfire were right there to punish them for it. Neath ended up getting away in the end as well, so too much lost and only one little kill gained. Spitfire now have brought themselves back up to a lead. Crazy Toaster tossed back by Bruff, but he's got a stealth and he's got some safety here. He's going to want to actually fight and re-engage again, but this could be a big mistake as Bruff, he's got his number here. He'll get out just in time, though, so Assassinate on cooldown now.
Yeah, so is Lurk in the Water, though. This might be the opportunity that the most was looking for. Oh, the monkey doesn't go the way he wanted to. He was hoping for get a bounce on top of Bruh, but he'll bounce out of there, honestly. Now that Fenrir is back in the fight, and so is Giannis. Portal's going to be used. He's just going to try to defend the tower. But in all reality, this right-hand solo lane is... Whoa, never mind. The Deadly Midget is right here, and he put himself in a really awkward spot. And he'll
it's worth it, though. He finds a great shot with his ultimate. Now Neat firing shots as well from the backside. Out of Smite on the run. Rom looking to punish here as well. Crazy will be rejoining as the Mollusk flanks from behind. Overhead smash, not connecting onto God of Smite here as Puckham will finish off the turnip off to the backside. Over the top goes Fenrir out to safety. Is the God of Smite here, but he's going to have to concede this blue buff as Bruh being chased down by the Crazy Toaster. We might be seeing a bit of a base race here as they want to push towards this mid lane possibly.
This is going to be a really close matchup. These team compositions, as the pluck comes in from Brawl right there. Crazy Toaster just in a bad spot again. Just kind of just really taking a little bit too many tower shots. Brawl just going to not going to fall. Oh, there's an auto attack. Okay.
That would have been incredibly devastating if he'd actually survived here. The Mollusk might actually fall as well because he's got no mana. He's putting on his blue suede shoes, but I don't think it's enough here, especially with Ace of Pilots joining the party. He actually gets the leap, but God of Smite has been waiting for him with a leap of his own. Over the top he goes, right onto the Mollusk's head, crushing it Mario style right there. That'll be Spitfire taking a loss right there as the Burly men, like you said, it's a dead even game right now.
Absolutely dead even right now. God of Smite trying to find Crazy Toaster. Not going to hit right there. Did he use his ultimate? He did use his ultimate again to get out of here. Yeah, that was Assassinate to go on and get out. And that's going to be Loki Assassinate down again. But with cooldown available on the Jotun's Wrath, he should be okay and get that back up shortly. This is a much different game than what we saw in Game 1. Looking at the graphs, you see they're up and down, and at the end of the day, they're still even at 100. 200 goal differential is nothing. 1,000 experience is absolutely nothing in Smite. I mean, one player has an advantage here, but another player has an advantage on the exact opposite side for the other team. Really just a back and forth game as the kills are 12-12 at the 17-minute mark. 39,000, 38,000. Read the gold. And I mean, at this point in time for finals, the best of 3, I couldn't have asked for anything else.
Yeah, especially if we go to a game 3, which would be one of the most exciting things here. But, well, Burly men have a lot to push through here. They're in a slight lead, so it's too early to call who's going to take this one now. Midget getting that wave clear going, so unfortunately it's going to be a tough time finding the way through this. But Typhlosion, he finds his way through to a kill right there on the Ace of Pilots, and that's a nice chunk of XP and change going his way. White Goodman forced to ulti out for safety here, as now Spitfire, well, they're ready to spit wind and fire back as Bruh, he's a little out of position here, but Crazy Toaster gonna get tail whipped away. Bruh can't quite chase through the tornadoes though, and now a catch on the turnip though as Puckham joins the party, drags him away, and no real backflip here. This should be a dead turnip unless he finds a quick option. But there is no such option.
He's got ult. He can get this. He can turn this around. Loki can turn it around. No! Deadly Midget will secure it, but he did. Loki did ult and turn that fight around. I have to respect, mad respect for Crazy Toaster not leveling Decoy in laning phase to go ahead and put out the damage like you said. He wasn't really punished for not leveling Decoy, and he has his advantage in these team fights right now at the mid-game stage. And it's 15 to 20 minutes is where the mid-game, or anything really past 12 is probably where mid-game starts. Big Kukulkan not going to hit anything. Kukulkan is just kind of sitting there right now, but Puckham's going to ult himself. Through space of time connects on top of type. The snipes are 1-2 misses, and yeah, not on the mark is Ace of Pilots with that.
Yeah, Ace of Pilots has been missing these crucial shots, unfortunately. He hit some really good ones earlier, but now Typhlosion, he could get chunked out here. We see a quick rotation from Sir White Goodman here as he shows up just in time. Doesn't have to hit the ultis if you can hit the auto shots though. Ace of Pilots walking up big onto this one right here. And like you said, he didn't get punished nearly enough in the solo lane. Was Crazy Toaster now, and he's got a huge advantage coming into this mid game like you said. So if he can keep this up, he's going to be a major threat here. And now he's actually able to clear out the wave quite nicely just thanks to his items. But Gold Fury, it's being attempted here. Ace of Pilots might actually drag the entirety of Spitfire here. They've got an inkling of what's happening now, and this is going to be a risky play for the Burly men. They've got to break off and actually fight this one out. Mollusk waiting on the wings. Gold Fury being reset here. He rotates over. He leaps. He goes with the Fear No Evil, splitting this team apart. Ace of Pilots so low. We'll see a
big root by Neath.
Big one. This is going to be a root back from Hunbats though. He's over the top. Smash. Low connect though as the Mollusk so low. Everybody teleporting out thanks to Giannis. Turnip has arrived once again as Crazy Toaster joining the party, putting down the decoys to body block. He's looking for Bruh to take his own revenge now, and the rest of the team, Jing Tian about to rejoin. Bruh rooted. He's slaughtered by the turnip right there, and that'll be Spitfire making the turnaround. And Gold Fury, Burly men took a risk with Spitfire. They know a good thing about risk. They took him down in the last semifinal game.
Yeah, smart right there by Crazy Toaster as well. If you didn't see, I just like to point out small things. Really good Crazy Toaster understanding Loki's passive, doing more damage from the back. Only attack the back end of the Gold Fear right there. Now Puckham's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Two-man ultimate over there by the Jing 10. Beats forced out by the Giannis. Crazy Toaster does have his ultimate available. He's going to probably go on Sir White Goodman. Half helps him with one shot. Can he get the... Oh, he ults out instead. Now here comes the Kukulkan. Does he have an ultimate available? He does hit it.
In a tight corridor right there. The ultimate from Kemprey will be good enough as well. Now Crazy Toaster, he's juking as best he can. He goes to the minions, Ace of Pilots. He's almost out of extra astral arrows. Crazy Toaster gonna keep juking, but Sir White Goodman will find that last shot. And a quick portal for Ace of Pilots. White Goodman has been playing out of his mind this game as well, letting his team absolutely abuse these portals here. But Spitfire, they're playing just as well. Ace of Pilots is gonna take a huge chunk of change and damage in their Typhlosion. He shows up, and he turns up as the kill goes over to Turnip right there. And a free tower going their way. Spitfire, they've turned up to 11 right now, and now Burly men, they're on a major back foot right now.
Yeah, that's really a big engagement right there. That might have been the tiny swing that needed to turn this game around. I mean, Smite is all about momentum. There goes the ultimate by Deadly Midget. Not going to connect that time. Sir White Goodman is going to have to do now his ultimate on the backflip base right there as he got away from it. Oh, the threshold is so overpowered. That's slow. Poor Jing 10 couldn't do anything. Oh, ultimate's going to be forced out. Ragnarok into the Phoenix. Oh, there goes Type. He's going to end up going down to the Phoenix. Shots got a Smite able to secure that one. But they will lose their tier 1 on the left. They will lose their tier 2 on the left. 2,000 gold swing right there. They lost the Gold Fury. Neath is charging her ultimate, possibly on the right-hand side, but that's not going to... I mean, we'll take a look at the graphs, and we'll see, as I said, at the 17-minute mark, this was a 100% even game. It still is in matter of kills, but XP and gold is completely different now.
Yeah, the objectives have been going quite heavily in favor of Spitfire. Early men, they found some good jungle camps early on, but, well, Spitfire, they've been the ones to find the objectives. They've found the towers, and now they're at to punish incredibly hard here as Loki. He's not going to detonate, the decoy's not going to detonate in time, so that'll be a secure for God of Smite right here. Now, Crazy Toaster slightly out of position here, but he could still get away. He's got that Loki stealth, and he's got friends on the other side as well. Turnip joining the party. That's going to be a quick pluck from Bruh, missing as another caught in a tight corridor, but this is going to be great for Deadly Midget right here as they're locked inside the tornadoes. Ultimate coming through, and a freight train will hit God of Smite right there, as now Deadly Midget still staying alive, dodging the shots, but the shots are fired from above. He's hitting the last one on the Crazy Toaster, who will body block himself for safety, and Bruh, he's on fumes, but it looks like the mollusk will fall after finally claiming one last victim. Turnip a little overextended, but the tornadoes will block. The heal is good from Turnip, and finally Sir White Goodman will secure that last shot to the back as Typhlosion comes up big. Inside the tornadoes, they spin around. They will fall as White Goodman...
Is this the game?
He finds the midget, but they might surrender here. They will order to push for this, and that is going to be a quick pause from Sir White Goodman, but right into an unpause immediately. So break from the action, right into more action.
Yeah, they must have hit F8 by accident, which is a pause button. In case you didn't know, they were probably trying to hit F7 and say, no, I don't want to surrender. They don't want to get out of here because we lost one fight. We're not,
Goodman.
Yeah, this is too close of a game right now to call, even though the gold differential is up there right now. I mean, that fight was just insane. You got to give it to these guys. Like, if you're watching this game at home and you're watching it on YouTube on the later broadcast, or you're watching it live, you see what Crazy Toaster and these other players are doing, the positioning. I got to point out, like, they're staying in these fights at low health, but they're putting themselves in position that they're not going to get caught. Zing 10 goes ahead, Ulton throws out Puckham, and then there's a Crazy Toaster just waiting by the Harpies. Just invis, aim strike, down. There he goes. And then there goes Puckham. He's can't do anything about it. Like, just the fact that these players are staying in these fights as low HP as they are really what's giving Spitfire the small advantage in these objectives and really the gold lead so far.
At the same time, Sir White Goodman, we said it before, and we can't say enough, he's playing absolutely out of his mind this game.
Yeah,
the thresholds have been on point. He's been locking people out with portals, and his unstable vortexes have been completely on point, and that is a very, very hard skill shot to hit.
Especially Puckham is in trouble.
But Neath's ultimate coming across the skies, hitting Puckham quite nicely. Actually, Bruh blocking it, and a great ulti from Sir White Goodman here will lock Crazy Toaster in a bad spot. He assassinates away to safety as the mollusk leaps over the top. Jing Tian joining the party with a quick spin around. Goodman gonna pop the beads as Crazy Toaster doing his best to juke around, waiting for the return of the Sir White Goodman. He finds him, but the Aegis is good. He has no ultimate either, so White Goodman should escape as Bruh slaughters the Mollusk on the backside. Typhlosion, he's on to Sir White Goodman, but he's still got his portals. He's going to go out and about right now as Typhlosion trying to buy time. Deadly Midget, wrong side of this engagement in the wrong neighborhood entirely, but he's still bursting Ace the Pilots right there. He should go down, though, as Sir White Goodman lands an incredible unstable vortex onto him once again. And there we go. Just like that, the Burly men, they're in a position to take a major series of objectives here. Towers, Fire Giants, it's all on the menu right now. But Turnip, he doesn't want to give it all away just yet. He's in a risky position. He could fall as Puckham grabs him, but he beats away immediately on the side of Turnip right there. Now Chris Toaster juking around with his stealth. He should still follow those God of Smite. He's hunting. He's looking for it. And this time, he's not going to miss a bite at all. Stealth is back up for him, though, as the fight continues in the back line. Typhlosion looking for White Goodman, but Turnip had to retreat completely as Bruh, he comes with the flank. The sun will connect, and he'll burn out fast as Crazy Toaster will fall. Puckham's the one to secure it this time around. And Typhlosion needs to play it safe because the Burly men, they're set up for a good Fire Giant. They've got to secure this one. They've got to contest it. But the Burly men, they're playing some smart. They're going to back off and play it safe for now.
No reason to go too ham at this time, honestly. When you just made what was an amazing comeback defense right there, and that was a really hold-on defense as there was nothing more they could do there. It was just a really good play. Khepri ult kind of turned it around on himself when Puckham ulted himself because they used a lot on top of him. Loki had to assassinate away again, wasn't really able to use his damage to go ahead and kill Sir White Goodman. On the honest, that's obviously what you're looking to happen is you're looking for Loki to go ahead and cure one of the softer targets in either Sir White Goodman or Rama. And if that doesn't happen on Assassinate, but here comes the Fear No Evil on top of Rama. Beat's going to be forced out. Ragnarok, or I was going to say, Brutalize is going to be to go ahead and just scare him out. But that's a big team fight ultimate down for what's going to be about the next 45 seconds. Gold Fury is the objective, and Sir White Goodman is still the marked target. He's got a Beats for cooldown right there, it looked like, and he'll portal himself out, and that might have been the best move he can do, but he's still one-shottable. If Neath has an Neath ult not available.
Yeah, Neath ult not available, and they're going to actually have a great body block here from the rest of Burly men. Bruh might end up giving his life here, but a good trade here as Bruh, he's got the ultra from Khepri as well. He's going to get pulled right back to Puckham's loving arms right
You got to
there.
hate that so much.
Yeah.
That's like the worst. Oh, we got him. And Khepri ult, and it's like tornado ticks, and you can't do anything about it. Like, you're saying, okay, Khepri ult, stop attacking, and, that's what the comms are, but tornadoes just do so much tick damage that at the end of the day, you can't do anything. But Gold Fury will be secured over here by the boys in red. Spitfire are going to go ahead and continue to take this advantage that they can. Up still 4,000 gold in change. I mean, it's gone up and down a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of fluctuated around that mark. 2,000 is XP, so they still have the item and gold lead right now. I mean, this Loki is building great power and is going to be a menace at split pushing. Look at this Loki build. Brawlers.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. I don't want to receive that in any game. That is one of the deadliest Loki builds you can ever come up against, especially when it comes to a single target right there.
I mean, normally you see Transcendence. Normally you see, the same old items that are here. I mean, respect the Crazy Toaster right there. Go ahead and play Loki solo lane like he did. He's deciding, hey, I'm going to go full power. I'm going to go full penetration. I'm going to go all the maces I can buy. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a Crusher at some point in time as, they found him over here on the left. Oh, Sir White Goodman sniped him out. Oof.
Sir White Goodman has been absolutely on point with those this game. So a great catch for Berman right
that's
here.
Huge.
They're just going straight for the Fire Giant right here. They're going to try to get another pick as well, but Typhlosion may not be the pick they can really handle right here. He's got so much mobility and so much tankiness that he's going to juke around if it on his blue suede shoes, but instead they find the Deadly Midget right here, tossed into a Khepri route right here, but Turnip joining the party, keeping them in the middle of his tornadoes. Al Kwang ultimate, that's the ultimate from Kukulkan coming through as well, as Goddess Smite leaps on it and takes the kill, but Jing Xian keeping them in the tornadoes and keeping them under the tower. White Goodman, it's not enough, Goddess Smite will fall in the end right there as Bruh takes that last tower shot to return to Puckham, the half-court pass right there, as now Puckham in major danger. The Mollusk looking for these final shots to his back, but Turnip was the one to secure it. Instead, before he can go airborne though, Ace of Pilots will go down to the death chambers right here. Spitfire turning this one around as now the portal will carry White Goodman to safety. They're looking for a Phoenix though, and they've got the double physical to take care of this. They're not going to get back off in time. As White Goodman.
Yeah, they're going to try for fire. Sir White Goodman's ultimate is up. They have to recognize this factor, but they have to be careful that it could be stolen. Honestly, yeah, they can. I mean, the Fire Giant is one of the very few targets in Smite that just stands still. If you are a good person at lining up at a skill shot, you know exactly where it's at and easily do it. And Sir White Goodman is right here. He's going to snipe it a little early there on that one. He tried to put it out. The damage only helps out the red team. Spitfire going to go ahead and going to keep on raining down the fire as they're going to go ahead and try to continue the fire giant push. But they're going to go ahead and maybe leash it out. Well, Lurking in the Water is just going to help some more. And now Braw's in a bad spot. Fear No Evil going to be popped out. He'll turn up. Oh, he'll turn up for turn up right there as he'll go ahead and secure that kill. Spitfire has destroyed the fire giant, and that means they're going to have this nice little shiny buff on their waist and going to do a lot more damage to objectives. It's going to give them some healing, and Goddess Smite's going to get ulted, and I don't really know what happened. That was a really weird interaction right there. It looked like he got Neath ulted, but I think he got body blocked at the same time. It was
it looks like a bit of both, actually, right there.
Yeah, it was a little weird right there. As Crazy Toaster, I don't even think knew what happened, but here comes the Jing 10 ultimate. Bede's going to be popped out by Ace of Pilots. He's not going to be forcing anything. Root coming out by Neath right there. Turnip's going to do his job, and Puckham has enough. Puckham's ultimates, please, Kepri. These ultimates. Oh, Ace of Pilots connects on that snipe. Loki going to go down. He has a Frostbound Hammer now, so he's going to be a little bit healthier. But at this point in time, he only has beads 1. I wouldn't be surprised if he buys a teleport if he has enough money to get back into this fight and take out this tower.
Yeah, he's got to get back in here as soon as he can. Typhlosion getting pulled into the party quite nicely here, as we'll see an ultimate come through from Sir White Goodman, but it's mostly for that little bit of snipe damage onto Spitfire right here. Burly men, they're down about 6,000, but they got a shot back in. This taking down a few Fire Giant members, namely just Crazy Toaster, and they play this one perfectly. They keep all their Phoenixes up. They can hold on to this game long enough to scale right up to Spitfire's level, and that's going to be all they really need to get me back into this one here. Meanwhile, Spitfire, they're still looking for cracks in the base. They're still looking for buffs to help them break through this wall. And as long as they can find a big enough crack, or, well, make the crack bigger themselves, they can take this game apart quite quickly. But
this game is still, I mean, again, it's really, this is a 30-minute game right now. At this point in time in the game, the rest timers are over 40, 50 seconds. It's going to be kind of tough. Fear No Weaver going to be forced out right here. Sir White Goodman taking a lot of damage. Is he going to go down? The body blocks are good. Mo's going to secure that two-man ultimate by Jing 10. There goes the overhand smash. That's going to be more damage. They're going to root in place. They're doing a ton of DPS to these characters. There goes the Neath ultimate. Puckham's going to be rooted in place. Braw's going to take a lot of damage. Ragnarok's going to be used. Puckham has to be forced ult right there. Now he has the, what does he have in his mouth? He has the monkey in his mouth, but the root's going to be in place. Deadly Midget has a ultimate available. Is he going to be able to find it? Ace of Pilots goes down to the monkey.
Yeah, he's holding it for now. Not a good shot at it right now, but here comes the rest of Spitfire right here. They're going to root down Puckham. Puckham, he's got nowhere to run and nowhere to go. The Mollusk won't hide from him anymore, as now, well, Bra is a bit overextended here as the Mollusk looking for that triple kill. He might just find it, but Goddess Smite doing so much damage here. The Titan for Burly Men is under attack as the tornadoes will begin to tick on. Mollusk first back as best as he can, but he's going to go straight for the Fear No Evil. They're splitting them away from the Titan. That'll be a huge over from Deadly Midget, and that's it. That's good game. Spitfire will take the series 2-0, and an incredible second game. Burly Men almost take it away, but the trend continues. The comeback team will take it away. Spitfire are going to be your champions.
They are, and we have a special little surprise here. We are going to do something a little different. We're going to be SPL-esh, and we're going to interview some people. We have a representative that I have just been told. We're going to go ahead and run up in here. We're going to get, I believe, the Mollusk going to be the person that. Let me see if he's ready to go right here, and yeah, I'm just kind of typing this out right now to see if we're going to be able to get him. I think we're also going to interview Puckham as well. Winner and losers both get a little bit of shout outs to themselves and see what they can do. So just give me a minute here and jump over here. Going live screen. We'll go ahead.